Most people don't stay poor because they don't know what they're doing. They stay poor because of the habits they repeat every single day without even noticing. And here is the uncomfortable truth. You may be doing at least three of them right now. Not because you're careless, not because you're not trying, but because these habits feel normal. And the scary part, these habits don't look dangerous. They look harmless. They feel justified. Sometimes they even feel deserved. But over time, they quietly drain your money, your opportunities, and your future. And by the time most people realize what's happening, they've already lost years. So let's talk about the 7 habits that keep most people poor. In reality, most of these habits have a pattern they follow. And it comes down to one thing: short term thinking versus long term strategy. Now, let's start with the one that almost everyone ignores. And it's actually where most financial problems begin. Habit number 1: spending without tracking. It usually starts small: a snack here, a ride there, a few online purchases you barely remember. Nothing feels extreme, nothing feels reckless. But at the end of the week, you're wondering, where did all my money go? That's the trap. Because it's not the big expenses that destroy people financially, it's the small, frequent ones. The ones you don't track, the ones you don't question. And if you don't know where your money is going, you will never control where it ends up. And if that feels a little familiar, the next habit is even more dangerous because people mistake it for success. Habit number 2: living at your limit. Whenever income increases, most people's lifestyle changes for the better. It's called lifestyle inflation. You get a raise and suddenly your lifestyle upgrades. You buy a better phone, you buy better clothes, then more outings follow. On the outside, it looks like progress, but behind the scenes, nothing has really changed. Because every extra naira you earn is already spent. There's no breathing room, no savings, no growth, just a more expensive version of the same struggle. It's a cycle that feels like moving forward, but keeps you standing in the same place. And here's the part most people don't realize: the next habit doesn't take your money immediately, but it quietly keeps you stuck for years. Habit number 3: avoiding financial education. A lot of people work hard for money, but never learn how money actually works. They don't understand how to grow money, how to protect money, or how to multiply it. So they earn, they spend, and they repeat year after year. Not because they're incapable, but because no one taught them, and they never go looking. And the cost of that ignorance, it compounds over time. Missed opportunities, bad decisions, slow progress. Because if you don't understand money, you will always struggle to keep it. Now, listen carefully. Not learning money skills like saving, investing, budgeting will lead to poor decisions. So don't ignore it. Now, up to this point, these habits I've mentioned affect how you spend money. But the next one, it's about something even more dangerous: how you depend on it. Habit number 4: relying on a single source of income. For most people, there's only one way money comes in: one job, one paycheck, one source. And it feels stable until it isn't. Because if that one source disappears, everything else collapses with it. No backup, no cushion, no control. It's like building your entire life on a single pillar, hoping it never cracks. And while that might feel safe in the moment, the next habit is what keeps people stuck in that fragile position. Habit number 5: choosing comfort over growth. This one feels good. Now you've had a long day. You deserve something nice. So you spend, not because you need to, but because it feels like a reward. And once in a while, that's fine. But when it becomes a pattern, it turns into a quiet financial leak. Because every time you choose short term comfort, you are delaying long term freedom. It's subtle, it's emotional, and it's incredibly powerful. But now, let's get to where things become serious. Because the next habit is the reason many people never build real wealth, even when they start anymore. Habit number 6, not investing or waiting too long to start. A lot of people think I will start investing when I have more money. So they wait and wait and wait. But what they don't realize is this: time matters more than the amount because money doesn't just grow, it grows on itself. And the longer you delay, the more you lose that advantage. So instead of building wealth in the background, they stay in a cycle of earning and spending, working harder but not getting ahead. And finally, let's talk about the most dangerous habit of all. Because if this one doesn't change, none of the others will matter. Habit number 7, blaming everything but yourself. It's easy to point at the economy, the government, your job, your situation. And yes, those things matter. But when you believe they are the only reason you are stuck, you give away your power to change anything. Because growth only starts when responsibility begins. Not blame, not excuses, just you taking responsibility. And the moment you start asking, what can I do differently? That's when things begin to shift. Now, if you recognize yourself in some of these habits, that's not failure, that's awareness. And awareness is where everything changes. Now, if you have watched this far, I know you're not here just to get information. You want a system you can apply immediately. So, if you're ready for change, I have a practical yet simple weekly plan you can start immediately, even with a low income. It's designed to build wealth habits step by step without overwhelming you. There are practical steps that work, especially when you want to build wealth in the background. So let's get into it. Now, on day one, you focus on money awareness. The goal is to know where your money goes. Now, on this day, you first write down every expense for the day, even small ones. The next thing you do is to review the expenses for the past 3 to 7 days, if you can remember. The next thing to do is to group expenses into food, transport, bills, miscellaneous. Here, you are not judging, you are just observing. For day 2, create a simple budget. The goal is to give your money direction. Now, use this simple structure. First, budget 50 to 60% for needs like food, rent, transport. Next, budget 10 to 20% for savings. No matter how small, just do it. Next, budget 20 to 30% for personal spending. Here, the idea is to learn to save a very small amount consistently. Day 3, cut one unnecessary expense. The goal is to create your first extra money. Ask yourself, what did I spend on that I didn't really need? Like daily snacks or drinks, unused subscriptions, impulsive purchases. Redirect that money into savings. Day 4, start a micro savings habit. The goal is to build consistency, not size. Save a fixed small amount, even 200 naira, 500 naira. Keep it separate in a different account in the bank or safe place. Here, the habit is more important than the amount. Day 5, learn for 20 minutes. The goal is to build financial intelligence. Learn one small topic like budgeting better, how investing works, side hustle ideas. Here, consistency beats intensity. Day 6, work on extra income. The goal is to start a second stream, even tiny. Spend at least 30 to 60 minutes. Offer a skill like writing, designing, tutoring, repairs. Sell something small. You can learn a skill you can monetize. Here, don't overthink. Just start small. No perfections. Day 7, weekly review plus reset. The goal is to improve, not to be perfect. Ask yourself, what did I do well? Where did I overspend? How much did I save? Then adjust your budget. Set a small goal for next week. Now repeat this every week. This is the secret habit that creates wealth. This plan works because it builds awareness, discipline, income growth, financial confidence. But the truth is this: in the beginning, savings will feel small, progress may seem slow, but after a few weeks, you will notice control, then stability, then growth. Now, these same habits that quietly keep people poor can be replaced with habits that quietly build wealth, step by step, choice by choice, day by day. And it doesn't start with all seven, it starts with one. So the real question is, which one will you change first? And remember this: if you want real talk about money habits people avoid, subscribe to my channel because that's what I'll be revealing in my subsequent videos. Talk to you soon. Bye.